Hello, welcome to my channel. I have a few new things to show you, share with you, and to demonstrate for you. This is a couple of them. I actually have 3 of these, and I've come up with a new tassel. And this tassel is what I call a doll tassel. And I think they're so cute. You could put them on a junk journal very easily. These are pockets stuffed with ephemera, and on the back I have pictures and a bag, decorated bag, so you can put more stuff in it. And I've decorated down here. Okay, so, whoops, sorry about that. And then over here I'm also going to show you these. Well, right now I will show you. These are my own creations taken from the, what do they call them, chenille figures that you see people making all the time. And I love them, and I love the chenille figures, but I always felt like they were a little too flimsy and a little too small, you know, short. So I came up with, these are about 1.5 inches taller than your chenille. Or chenille, however you want to say it. I don't know if I'm getting too close here. And I put happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. Maybe they look better back there. Okay, let's put them back there. But anyways, these are really cute. They're fun to make, and you could put happy anniversary. These will be in my shop. They're available for purchase, and they're really light, so they can go out first class in a box, of course. And so if anyone would like a tutorial, would like me to do a tutorial on these, just put it in the comments below, and if I get enough people interested, I will be happy to do a tutorial. They are not difficult to do. Anybody can make them, and they're not slow and tedious. They're pretty quick. Your biggest difficulty will be the cupcake dresses, and you could do them many different ways. And I just have fun. They're on ribbon spools, empty ribbon spools, and I've used straws for their legs because I have a ton of straws, and I am so tired of them being in my craft room, and I haven't used them for a single thing. And I've probably got of 200 straws, all different colors. So I decided I was going to use them instead of the chenille and the pipe cleaners. And yeah, so that's what I did, and this is what I come up with. I also sell in a local craft shop, so these are in my local craft shop, and they're doing pretty well in there. Now what I'd like to show you are the pocket. Let me bring this back if I can. There we go. Let's hope it stays that way. This is a 3-tier pocket, double pocket, but you have, let me see, let me take out. In the front, it's really 3 because like I've made this little shoe thing here a pocket. And these are labels done by Anne of Oldusina. I can't pronounce her name, but I will leave a link below because I love these labels that she came out with, and they're blank when you get them. They don't look like they don't look like this. You have to decorate them yourself. And what I did was I stamped them. I stamped the shoe on here, and then I just added a bow, and I added some fabric here and placed it in here. And you can write on the back of them. So if you wanted to journal, but if you just like decoration to hang in your bedroom or study, wherever. Let's see what we've got going here. And this is another one, another tag that I stamped on, and then I inked it up. It says, excuse me, Mannequin Le Corset. So, and I put, excuse me, I'm fighting a spring cold. Why do we have to have allergies and colds? Spring and fall. Anyways, so this was on that tag, the top of her tag. And what I did is I ripped the top of her tag because it was attached all the way up. I ripped it, I inked it, and then I put them like that. And then over here, I made a tag of these cute little girls. And actually, no, okay, never mind. And then this is just a little tiny writing journal with pages in it for writing. And this is pretty neat. I made a, it's a ribbon holder, but I liked the way, the shape of it, and I liked to put it into a notebook. So that's what I did. And then this is another one of her tags here, and I stamped this umbrella. And I stamped on top of this paper and added decorative trim. And this is one of her stamps back here. So, and underneath there, these are more of her tags, and you can write on it. So those are there. I think that's over here. So here you can see you've got one, two, and then 3 pockets. And this is all decorated with pretty Venice roses, lace trim. And, oh, I do apologize for this cold. It's been after me for a while. Anyways, I'll put them back later. What I want to show you mostly... Oh, wait, let me show you what's on the other side of this. Okay. And on... oh, excuse me. On the back, I put a decorative bag, and I stamped on it and inked it. And I folded it up, and then I put decorative paper over it to make a pocket. And then I put this other... now see, here's one of her tags on the back. Again, I ripped off the top because it was going straight out. And I like it to kind of cover up the tag. So I put it that way. But then there's enough room back here for you to put, you know, notepads or pictures or anything that you want to reserve and know where it is and keep it nice. And over here is a doll tassel. Now, how I came up with this, I was looking on Pinterest. I love dolls. I love all kinds of dolls. I'm always making things with dolls, no matter what. As you can see from my dolls there. Cats and dolls and whatever. Okay. And I saw on Pinterest a very vintage old porcelain doll on a whisk broom. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. But you'd never use, we don't use whisk brooms anymore. And, but I thought, it looks like a tassel to me almost, you know, with a whisk broom. And the way they had it, the doll was at the top and then the broom was coming down at the bottom. And I thought to myself, wouldn't that be cool to make a doll tassel for your journals? Yeah, I think so. So that's what I did. I got me some graphics that I liked. These are my own graphics. And I made this out of chipboard. And I will show you them in a minute. Let's see, where did I put them? Okay. I tell myself, get all organized, and I try, but it doesn't always work. Okay, so I'll show you what they look like before I put the tassels on them. Okay, this is what she looked like before I put the tassel on her. Made her into a tassel. And then I have these here as well. And I'm going to show you today. I am going to show you how to make these into a tassel. It's so simple. But I think that there is a way to do it so that you're not frustrated. Because at first when I started, I got a little frustrated. Because it wasn't coming out thick enough, the tassel and all of that. But now I think I've got it down to where it's good and easy to make and full enough. So, and I put a clip on here, a bowl clip, bowl pin, and a bowl clip so that you can clip it on and take it off. So we'll get back to these in a minute. I'm going to show you the other 2 things. These are also ephemera holders. That's the back of that one. I guess if you want to call it the back, it could be. It is. This is a pretty little card that graphic that it's a doll, and I turned her into a graphic, and you can write on the back. And here you have I've stamped on here Vintage Boutique, Christina Hill's stamps. She's Subline. Oh shoot, I can't remember, but I'll put a link to her stamps below because she just has the best stamps, and Lorna Taylor too. So on this side, here is the pocket side, and in the pocket I put a shoe. I have 3 of these for purchase, and I put a shoe on each one of them here with a little pocket. And what I love about this is I stamped a purse on Anne's tag here. I stapled it and put her tag on the back there so that you could write. Now this one you can write on the back, but it's just plain pretty. You know, it's got a rose that I have inked, and I have to get another cough drop, sorry. That I've inked up to make it look pretty, and I've decorated this. And I also made a dress out of this tag that is Anne's, and hers has a pin up there, so it's kind of like in a ruler down here, so it's like a measuring, you know, in a dress, measurements for a dress. But I thought, well, I'll just put a dress on there, and then you can write on the back. And then what I made here was a scrappy writing pad. You can write notes, and that goes right in there. Then I just made a pretty tag for the heck of it, and I put fabric here and a fabric coffee dyed bow here, and you can write on the back of that. It's inked as well. And then this is another tag, and this was out of a scrapbook pad, and I don't want to get too close here. Scrapbook pad, but I put one of Anne's toppers on her tags there. Thought that was cute. And then this is another one of Anne's tags, and I actually glued the fabric down because if you don't, every time you put it in the pocket it wrinkles and it goes up and it's a pain in the butt. But you can write on the back of that. And then here I made a little tiny journal that you can write in. And I kind of wanted this to be a sewing theme. So this is another one of Anne's tags, and I stamped a sewing machine on it and then colored it in. And her tag already had that on it. And this is trim. And then I made my own charms. I cut them out on my Cricut, and there's chipboard there. And I may offer them for sale as well, but not right this minute. And this is the little Tassel doll that goes on that one. And I'm just in love with these because you can make them real pretty. And it's approximately 9 inches long. And she would just look great on a, you can make her reversible. She would look great on a journal. I first started out with them, I made them really big. This one needs to be cut. That's the one thing about they settle down after a while, and you have to go back and trim them, which is fine. No big deal. So there's that one. And I showed you the back here. Where did she go? Okay. Let's put her in there. And I want to attach her here. And I'll put them all back together when I'm done showing you everything. And the third one is similar to the other pink one, but not. And here we have another Tassel doll. She's reversible. And you could put a lot of stuff on her. It's just amazing how much they will take. And here is a purse with some bling and a note. You know, and this is just Eau de Lavande, I don't know, perfume. That's what it's called. Then over here I made a dress, and I decorated it, and this is a little flower I made out of chiffon, and all I did was gather it up on some glue. And then you have a scrappy pad here, and you have a notebook journal type here. And so let's take them out. And then this is fabric, which is glued down on this tag. And this I stamped on here, and then I inked it up and added some trim. And you can write on the back of that. This is a note. No, this is a tag that you can write on. I didn't stamp anything because I thought somebody might want to write on the front of it. And then this says beautiful. I actually didn't want to cover up this print because there's pretty roses in there. I don't know if you can see them or not, but I thought that was really pretty, so I left it. And here's the tag there. So they all go in there and in there. So let's come back to the tassels. Now, what I wanted to do, let's see, which one am I going to make her as? I think I'll use her. What I wanted to do, I wanted my tassels to be 6 inches from there. So what I did is I measured out a 12-inch piece, and this one needs to be ripped. So let's rip it. And these are 12 inches long. I've already measured them, so I don't take all your time to do that. And whatever I don't care shows a lot, I'll put on the bottom. Now I did want to show you this. This is gathered lace, and it's kind of thin. And you can rip it. Rip the this part right off of it. And then it's not so bulky. And it does lay down flatter. Now something narrow like this, I wouldn't try to rip off the binding on that. So I'm going to put, oh, this is another one. This is gathered lace, and I don't really want that binding on there. So I'm going to take that off very easily. Don't want to put that there yet. I want to put my chiffon there. I want this underneath to give it fullness. And then I don't care if this shows all that much, so I'm going to put this on here. Like that, with these pieces. Now this is lace that I tore in half. And you can do that with a lot of lace. You can tear them right in half. And this is the one I just tore the binding off of. That's a little long. So, put that there. I want the pink more on top. Remember, this is going to be the top of your tassel. So I've got more pink here. And I'm going to layer that with some white lace. That's a little long. Okay. And more white ruffle. And this, and more white ruffle. I really like the ruffle on the top. I think it gives it a nice, let me see, do I have one? Well, just a minute, I'll show you this. So you've got all your pieces together. I hope you could see that. Gee. Hope I wasn't out of camera the whole time. Okay, you've got all your strips together. They're 12 inches long. I don't know how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 strips here. So I'm being generous. And this is a little girl. I mean, this is not a big doll. But you'd be surprised how well they handle it. And you pick it up and you fold it in half. Okay? Then you take your scissors and you cut it in half. Alright? One for one side, one for the other side. Then you take your glue gun. Then you take your glue gun and you start gluing. And I would turn them over. Oh no. Yeah, I guess. whatever. But I know what I want on the bottom, okay? I want the kind of like, I call them fillers, you know. So I want the pretty ones on top, and I want the fillers on the bottom. And all you have to do is put some glue on there. I love this chiffon because it's just light and airy, and yet it fills in so much. And this lace that you can, I mean, I could rip this again if I wanted to. Maybe I will. I'll show you. It's kind of neat how you can do this. And even it leaves it a little bit shaggy, raggy, you know. Kind of like what we like. Shabby. Yeah, shabby's a good word. Okay, and I'm going to put it over here. I use these silicone pads a lot. I got them at the dollar store on silicone spatulas. And then when I get home, I take the pad part off, and I take the spatula apart, and I use this part. And they have them different sizes, and I like them all. I have a few of them because I have a tendency to lose everything. So I have to have at least 4 or 5 of something so I can find it when I need to. Okay, so we're just building up the front here, this one side. And you notice how well it's taking all of the strips. Oh, I'm out of glue sticks. Didn't think about bringing them over. All right, I'll be right back. I'll get the glue sticks. I do go through a lot of glue sticks. I use a lot of the tacky glue as well. I use glue for different things, but something like this, I use the hot glue because you kind of need it to attach pretty quickly. And it does, but you have to, don't burn yourself. Just get yourself one of those silicone pads and you'll be fine. Okay, so now it all wants to stick to me. Always. I'm always full of glue. I don't know about you. Okay, so that's the back of it. Now you can see. There's the front. This camera likes to fall on me. Doesn't like to stay where I put it. Okay, now I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to do this side. Now you can put them up as high or as low as you want. I will be offering the graphics for these as well. So you don't have to buy them pre-made. I will have some pre-made. So if you want to buy them already put together, I use a very heavy cardstock, more than just the regular cardstock, and chipboard for these. And that way I know that they're always going to stay solid. They're not going to wrinkle or break or, you know, whatever. So I've got a lot of stuff going on this little lady. She's becoming prettier and prettier. And fuller and fuller. And I just love the way they turn out. I'm just, whoa. You know, I was so happy with them. I'm like, yeah, I could make these for forever. Oh, here's a chiffon that I didn't put in, so I'll put it in now. And give it a nice pink glow. Some more chiffon. Still burning my fingers because I still don't pick up this. I should. I don't know why I don't. Now you can put pretty trims on the fronts, you know, when you're done filling it up. You can put something like I'll show you on this. So anyways, well, before we get to that. Now she's full. She's nice and full. Look how nice and full she is. Nice and full, and I will trim her to right where I want these tails to end. Then I'm going to put a bow on here, or I'm going to put an applique on here. It just depends. Like on here, on this one, I tied a chiffon bow. I put this pretty trim on the front, and this kind of trim. Same thing over here on this side. So she's reversible. They're all reversible. For her, I even put a trim like this on there, which I thought was really nice. I like the way it picked things up. And here's a blue flower trim. I mean, you can just have fun making these like they were dresses, you know. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to show you. I will have these available. 5 for $10. They'll be different. I'll have pictures on my already done. And I also have some graphics. I can't do all the graphics because some aren't mine, but some I can do the graphics that are mine as a download, and so I'm going to do that. But these are just so much fun to play with. Okay, and so if you want to check them out on my website, my Etsy store, that would be great. And again, if you want a tutorial on any of these, let me know. Put a comment in the comments below, and I'll do, you know, if there's enough interest, I'll do one. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by. Oh, and by the way, if you like this video, would you hit like? And if you're not subscribed, would you subscribe? Thank you.